Imagine owning a watch that's not just a timepiece, but a symbol of luxury and prestige. We are going to take you on a journey through the history and allure of the Rolex Pepsi GMT Master 2. We'll explore what makes this iconic timepiece so special, its enduring popularity, and whether it's still the undisputed king in Rolex's lineup. Stick around until the end to discover why the Pepsi GMT Master 2 continues to capture hearts and wrists worldwide, and why it might just be the ultimate Rolex statement piece you've been waiting for. The Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi has a fascinating history and is famous for its ability to show two different time zones at once, making it perfect for travelers. It's a luxurious yet practical watch that's become an icon in the world of timepieces. The name Pepsi refers to a specific version of the Rolex GMT Master 2, easily recognized by its blue and red bezel, like the colors of a Pepsi can. When you first hold a Rolex Pepsi, you can't help but notice how heavy and solid it feels. This solid feel is a common feature in the GMT Master series. Some people experience a similar sensation with other Rolex models, like the Datejust or the Milgauss, but it's the GMT Master's design that takes it to another level when worn on the wrist. Wearing this watch is a unique experience that sets it apart from others. There are people who share this feeling when they talk about GMT Masters because they have a distinct way of sitting on the wrist and grabbing attention. The only other watch that compares in terms of comfort and style is the Submariner, as it shares similar characteristics. When you wear the GMT Master, it exudes a certain level of sophistication, which is part of its charm. One interesting thing is that the watch looks larger than its actual size when worn, making it suitable for wrists of different sizes. This effect is because of the lug design and the slight overhang of the bezel. In more recent times, after Rolex introduced the Pepsi model on the Jubilee bracelet, they also launched the Batman model with the same bracelet. People feel that the Jubilee bracelet complements the Pepsi model better. While there have been numerous discussions and analysis about the dial, case construction, and bracelet of Rolex watches, what makes this watch highly sought after is the combination of two semicircles with contrasting colors. From an aesthetic standpoint, it might not seem like it should work, but we've been conditioned to appreciate and find it cool. The colors on the ceramic bezel are achieved through precise processes done in Switzerland, adding to the allure of this timepiece and making it even more desirable. Now, let's address whether the Pepsi model is still the face of Rolex, if it's worth its premium price, and what makes it iconic. The Pepsi model represents the epitome of classic Rolex and stands out as undeniably recognizable. While it doesn't directly take design inspiration from the Submariner, it shares similar characteristics. The Submariner itself is one of the most well-known Rolex watches ever. The blue and red bezel of the Pepsi is even more distinctive than the black and blue bezel of the Batman, giving off a sense of luxury and exceptional craftsmanship. One challenge is that wearing a GMT Master on your wrist doesn't necessarily indicate that you're a watch enthusiast. In terms of recognition among watch enthusiasts, the Rolex Daytona could be considered the face of Rolex. However, to the broader public, the GMT Master is far more recognizable and synonymous with the Rolex brand. Some might argue that the GMT Master and the Submariner contend for that recognition. In terms of popularity based on sales volume, the Datejust takes the crown. Now, whether the Rolex Pepsi is worth its premium depends on the context. If you're purchasing a used watch, it may be worth it due to potentially lower prices in the secondary market. However, if you intend to buy a new piece in the current market, it might not be worth the premium, especially considering that wearing the watch will result in depreciation. If depreciation is a concern, the premium may not be justified. It's also important to note that obtaining the watch at its retail price is quite challenging, as availability hasn't changed significantly, at least not for this model. It's worth considering that newer models with more recent dates stamped on the warranty cards tend to hold their value better and command higher prices. So, if you plan to purchase the watch and keep it as an investment, it may not be the most worthwhile choice. Instead, you might want to explore the white gold GMT Master with a Pepsi configuration, as that could be a more compelling option. As for what makes the Rolex Pepsi iconic, it's a combination of factors. The distinct bezel color combination, its association with Rolex's GMT Master line, and its enduring recognition and desirability among watch enthusiasts all contribute to its iconic status. The Rolex Pepsi has evolved over the years, incorporating technological and material advancements. It has experienced fluctuations in availability and demand, with certain versions becoming highly collectible and commanding significant premiums in the secondary market. The term iconic is often used with the Rolex watches, but the story behind the Rolex Pepsi adds a layer of significance. In the 1950s, Pan Am Airlines approached Rolex for a watch that would allow their pilots to track 2 time zones. Rolex agreed and incorporated the same colors as Pan Am Airlines, resulting in the black and blue bezel configuration known as the Pepsi. This historical connection and the reiteration of the original Rolex reference 6542 watch contribute to its iconic status. While the story remains relevant, it's been 70 years since those events occurred, so people may not relate to it as strongly, but it's still considered iconic because people consistently refer to it as such. Its cool appearance also adds to its appeal. For the public, the true significance lies in it being the original GMT Master from 1954, which holds its iconic status. However, the watch may hold deeper meaning and significance for those with personal connections to pilots, Pan Am Airlines, or specific use cases. For the majority, it's more about the historical and emotional appeal that Rolex has successfully cultivated. The GMT Master is part of Rolex's heritage and highlights the brand's commitment to precision, durability, and reliability, exemplifying Rolex's reputation for exceptional craftsmanship and diligence. Do you agree that Pepsi is still the enthroned king in the Rolex lineup? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Luxury Focus for more videos regarding popular watch brands. See you again in the next video.